Gordy. Let's go, Steve. Like you did last night.
Alright, we have plugged the microphone, or camera microphone in. We're going to be doing it without the off-camera microphone until we took a peek. Calvin Castine at Chazy Central Rural School. It's the 5th day of May, Cinco de Mayo, 2010. So 5-5-10 today. There's a strike. The Beagles are in town to face the Eagles. And who are the Beagles? Well, it's a combination team. Keene Central Beavers and the Westport Eagles. And I see a K up there. You see Keene and Westport in the back of the shirt. So one or both, I would imagine Keene was short on numbers, and so one or both of them approached the other and decided to merge a team. They're very familiar with merged types of teams here in Chazy because a lot of their hockey players play hockey for the Beekmantown Eagles. But that's not a merged team. That is the Beekmantown team, and Chazy plays with them. In this case here, it's a merged team where the schools share the responsibilities, and it's different than a team that has players coming in. The first batter was Cody Whitney, the first baseman. This batter here is Kevin Russell. And his father's going to want a DVD no matter what he does. So whether he gets he's a pitcher, so whether he gets 18 strikeouts or and 3 home runs at bat, his father's going to want one whether he does that or has a bad outing. On deck is Sam Earl with Dylan Boyle to follow in the hole. On the pitching rubber is Nate Reynolds for the Cougars. Temperature in the low 70s, and the thermometer was actually creeping up a little bit when we arrived at the game. The umpires today, you got Jerry Kowalowski behind the plate, and is, I believe they're related. If not, they should be. I'm going to say his cousin, but I don't know for sure that Bill Durnan's related to the Kowalowskis. But they should be. Everybody in line ought not to be related to the Kowalowskis. So Bill Durnan Jr. umping on the bases. Jerry Kowalowski behind the plate. And Sam Earl, the shortstop, at bat for the Beagles. I'm breaking in a new tripod here, so my motions might be a little jerkier than normal. Over at the girls' game, I don't know if we can see him here. That fellow's blocking us out now. There he is. Over in the shade. Sam Castine covering the Westport girls. Not sure if the Keene girls have a team. They got him. They got him. Well, now Reynolds will concentrate on the batter. Pitch to Earl. Right down the middle. Beautiful day in the North Country, and listening to the Yankee announcers is a beautiful day in New York City. The Yankee game was on this afternoon against the Orioles. 3 up and 3 down after all the dust settled. Nothing across for the Beagles. We go into the bottom of the first. No score in the ball game.
Let's go, Greg, come on.
We'll take a quick look at the Beagle defense. Pitching is Kevin Russell. His battery mate is Alex Frum. First base, you've got Cody Whitney. Second base, Luke Andrews. Shortstop is Sam Earl. Third base, Dylan Boyle. In the outfield, left to right, you got James Bell, Alan Ware, and David Quaglietta. Also in the batting order for the Beagles is Jesse Stevens, who's hitting for Alex Frum. The non-starters are Ethan Markwika and Con Rice. John Coyer is going to coach first base for the Eagles. Team coach is Brian Norcross, who's coaching at third. Center fielder Austin Santor is going to lead off for Chazy. We're in the bottom half of the first. There's nothing on the scoreboard. And we do have a scoreboard. We got to point that out every game. And we also have to point out how disappointed we were. Strike. How disappointed we were that nobody from Chazy contacted us. Where is it here? I'm looking into my viewer here. There it is. The Latrimore Insurance scoreboard, given in memory of Mary Latrimore by Glenn Latrimore and his family. And it's a very nice addition to the ball field here. And it was apparently dedicated on April 20th, and we were here that day for the ball game. And if we'd been notified, we would have been here earlier and gotten the dedication. But we weren't, so we weren't able to. Here's Nate Reynolds with Santor on it first. Takes it outside. Russell, he got picked off at first, so he's he's going to be watching first very closely. Swing and a miss. From with a big overhand sweeping throw, and you gotta be successful. You gotta kind of a snap type of throw. That's a foul ball. There's the pitch. Protecting his head as much as anything. Throw to first will be in time, so Reynolds does his job, advances Santor to third base. If you're making out, you wanted to advance a runner. Here's Rick Oshier, second baseman. And this will definitely get the run in, and it may even be a base hit. No, it's caught. It's caught. It's going to go as a long, well-hit sacrifice fly for Oshier. And Santor scores, and it's 1-0 in favor of Chazy. This is shortstop Caleb Snide. I think he's been catching in the games I've covered before. Hits it on the ground to third. It's a grass cutter, so you're going to have to hurry here. In time. Nice job. Nice job as suddenly the clouds come out here. That was third baseman Boyle over to the first sacker, Whitney. So a run for Chazy. It's 1-0 for the Eagles over the Beagles here after one on viewer-supported hometown cable. This is Dylan Boyle leading off the top half of the second in a 1-0 ball game.
Let's go, Joe. Come on now.
Reynolds' pitch is yanked foul.
You're on it, Joe. You're on it.
A look at the Chazy defense. Reynolds is pitching. Kyle McCarthy is behind the plate. At first base, you got John Tregan. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Second base, it's Rick Oshier. Shortstop is Snide, right? Yep, Caleb Snide. Up the middle, base hit. Third base, it's Mark Oshier. In the outfield, from left to right, Michael Santor, Austin Santor, and Andrew Rabideau. Also in the batting order is Mike Ariba, who's hitting for McCarthy. Andrew Dupree and Jacob Kennedy are the non-starters. James Bell is the batter, and we have another throw. Reynolds is going to have to concentrate on the batter sooner or later. Fouled.
Let's go too fast. Go, big guy. Come on now.
This is a Wednesday, 2 days from now. On Friday, Elizabethtown Lewis will be here. Sam Castine will not be available. Steal attempt. And we have a stolen base. So Sam will not be here, and I'll do like I did last time I was here, and that's go from a softball game to the baseball game. I did the first hour of the softball and came over and caught the end of the baseball. And that's my plans for this Friday, weather permitting. 3 balls and a strike. Tying run in scoring position with nobody out in the second.
Hey, that's dropping. That's dropping.
Falls in short right field. And with nobody out, they're not taking any chances. Runners at the corners. Now we got Jesse Stevens, the designated hitter, hitting for From.
Come on, Jesse. Come on, now. Go, Jesse. Go ahead, base hit.
Nobody out.
There you
The sun came out just as the ball was being put in play. Reynolds surveyed his options and then realized his only chance was to go to first. So the tying run scores. The potential go-ahead run moves to second base, and Luke Andrews, the second baseman, is at the plate for the Beagles. Bunts it foul. Another one that's up into the wind. This one will hang up there.
There you go, Rabideau.
Rabideau makes the catch. We have 2 down. Now we got the center fielder. Center fielder Alan Ware. Pitch from Reynolds. Hit to second. Over to first for the out. So it goes from the second sacker O'Shear over to Tregan. A run for the Beagles after an inning and a half. We're tied 1-1 here on viewer supported hometown cable. John Tregan will lead off the bottom half of the second. Pitch from Russell, low. That's hit to short. Throw to first will be just in time. Get him by a step. And from the shortstop Earl over to the first baseman Whitney. We have 1 down to start the bottom of the second. And now we have Michael Santor taking a strike. Russell winds and delivers. High. Viewer supported local television, whether you're watching it on cable or via the internet. Who's got it? Right fielder. That was grabbed by the right fielder Quigliata. 2 down. And this will be Mark O'Shear, the third baseman, stepping in. Russell winds, delivers high. Beautiful day in the North Country. This is just about ideal here. Ball 4. So that's a walk for O'Shea, a 2-out walk. Eagle right fielder Andrew Rabideau, the batter. 1-1 to score. Strike.
There you go.
Strike. A 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner. They had Rabideau completely fooled, so good last 2 pitches there from Kevin Russell. After 2 full, it's 1-1 here on viewer-supported hometown cable. David Quiglietta, the right fielder, will lead off the top of the 3rd inning in a 1-1 ball game. The Beagles visiting the Eagles on Cinco de Mayo. In the past 27 years, I've said a lot of things, and thousands of events I've taped. I know I've never said the Beagles and Eagles and Cinco de Mayo in the same sentence before. 1-2 the count. It's just habit after the ball gets by you when you're at bat. You just check with the umpire to see what he's going to call. That previous pitch was over his head, but Quigliata still looked back to Jerry Kovaloski to see what he's going to call a ball on it. Well hit ball to straightaway center, and it's grabbed by Austin Santor. Top of the order now, Cody Whitney, the first baseman, up for the Beagles. Keene and Westport. There's a line shot. That's a base hit. And Whitney is on with the 1-out single. Kevin Russell, the batter. And we'll, of course, expect Reynolds to make at least a dozen tosses to first base here. Nope. To fool everybody. Strike 1. Usually in the teams that have visited here, the guy that's in the hole, guy after the guy on deck, moves way over to our left, but the Beagle guys have all been over here. This fellow at least moved away from blocking us with the pitcher, but unfortunately he's right where he's blocking us at first base, which won't matter right now because we have a stolen base. And a pitch. Slow bouncer. Reynolds goes to Tregan for the out. And second out, advances the runner to third base. And shortstop Sam Earl is the batter. 1-1 to score, 2 outs in the 3rd. Here's the pitch from Reynolds, strike 1. Hit to 3rd. Over to 1st for the out. So a bouncer to the 3rd sacker, Mark O'Shea, fires over to Tregan for the out. Nothing across. It's still 1-1 after 2.5. We're heading for the bottom half of the third here on viewer-supported hometown cable.
All right, let's go.
It'll be Mike Ariba, then the top of the order for Chazy in the bottom of the third. Ariba swings at the first offering, hits a high fly ball to straightaway center. We've got one down.
Nice job.
Alan Ware making the catch in center. Sun peeks out now as Austin Santor, the Eagle center fielder, steps in. Looks like he chokes up about 1/4 of an inch. 1-1 the score. Here's a pitch from Russell. He went. So Russell's ahead 0-2 on the count. And a pitch. Strike 3. 2 down. There's Chazy pitcher Nathan Reynolds. Outside. Strike. Strike 2, had him fooled. Time for the 1-2 pitch. Just in time, Reynolds picked him up and laid him down. He almost beat that one out. But the catcher from was able to fire over to first sacker Whitney. And the Eagles go down in order. It remains 1-1 after 3 full on viewer-supported hometown cable. Cleanup hitter Dylan Boyle lead off the fourth inning. Somebody called him Pickle, Dill Pickle Boyle. They pickle that one. It is grabbed in center field. High fly ball to Austin Santor. Constantly battling that sun that comes this time of the day. It comes well behind the clouds. Comes not like a middle of the day where the clouds don't seem to come by quite as fast when the sun is directly overhead. This is James Bell. Reynolds ahead 0-2 and the pitch. Strike 3. That's 2 down. Oh, we can get thrown out doing that. Jesse Stevens, the batter. He hits a line shot right at the shortstop. All Snide had to do is squat down into a catcher's position and grab it, and he did. 3 up, 3 down for the Beagles. After 3.5, we're halfway through this one. It's a 1-1 ball game. Ricky O'Shea will lead off for Chazy as they send up the heart of their order, 3, 4, and 5 hitters. So it's O'Shea, Snide, Tregan, Michael Santor in the hole. Pitch from Russell. Strike. I could use one more hand here. I have one hand operating the zoom and the other hand operating the tripod, and I could use a hand to operate the lighting on these days like this. With nobody out, the Eagles have the potential go-ahead run on at second base, and cleanup man Caleb Snide at the plate. Russell delivers a high strike. 1-1 to score in the bottom of the fourth. Hit to the right side and through. It's booted and left. That's going to allow the run to score. So O'Shear scores. And it's 2-1 Chazy. There's John Trigan, the first baseman. Nobody out. Go to second. He's got stolen base. Caleb Snide. Two balls and a strike. Nobody out. Whoop. Whoa, close. Looking for a balk. Snide's going to tell Bill Durnan what a balk is. I don't think Bill Durnan Sr. would have put up with much of that. That's hit to short.
Nice play, Sam!
Good job of holding the runner. Sam Earl, the shortstop. The sun, as you can see, is really peaked out again. So Trigan's out. Michael Santor at the plate. It's one down. And a pitch from Russell.
Good job!
Santor swung at one he didn't really want to swing at. I think he thought he was protecting the runner O'Shear, but O'Shear I think had third base stolen. What he should have done was probably swung and missed just enough to distract the catcher. But he did not have good aluminum on that ball. Earl throws it and it gets away. Throws it a little bit to the right. The first baseman has got to make sure he catches the ball. If you pull your foot off the bag to catch the ball, you pull your foot off the bag to catch the ball. Better to give up one base than to give up two. In this case, it resulted in a run. So Mark O'Shear reached. This is Andrew Rabideau. It's now 3-1 in favor of Chazy. And we have two outs and a man at second base again for Chazy. Strike. 3-1, the Eagles leading the Beagles halfway through the game here in the bottom of the fourth. One of the best days of the year thus far, weather-wise, right now. So just missed. And a stolen base. 1-2 pitch. Strike three. So the Eagles pick up two. They lead the Beagles 3-1. We're heading for the fifth here on viewer-supported hometown cable.
Get your head up. Here you go, 9. Let's go, Luke.
Luke Andrews is the batter. We start the fifth. Takes a strike. 3-1 Chazy through 4 full. Reynolds winds and delivers. Just missed. On the ground to short. Over the first. Snide to Trigan. 1 down. There's center fielder Alan Ware.
Let's go here, kid. Come on now. Come on, let's go here, kid. Come on, let's go big here, too. Come on. Base here, kid. Get a high. go, get us going, here, kid. Back, kid, back. Come on out, kid. Come on out, kid.
1-2 the count. Hit to the right side. Osher to Tregan. 2 down. Dave Quiglietta. David Quiglietta at the plate. Fouls off the first one, strike 1.
Go here, Dave. Come on here, kid. Come on now. They sit down here, 1, 2. Come on, Dave. Come on here, kid. Come on now, 12. Come on now, 12.
Pitch from Reynolds. Strike called. High in the strike zone. 0-2 the count. 2 outs. Top of the order on deck. Osher to Tregan. Over the out. Looks like second baseman Ricky Osher wanted to make the batter run. He kind of held on to it for an extra split second. Through 4.5. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 Chazy leads. Mike Reba is the batter. He's got his matching gloves and shoes there. He's matching accessories. If it was a girl batter, I'd say she'd probably have a red purse to go with it, but I am certain that Mike Reba does not have a red purse to go with his gloves and shoes. We're at the bottom of the 5th. That's outside. It is 3-1 in favor of Chazy. The game moving along pretty good clip. That is hit deep into the right center field gap. And Reba's going to have a leadoff double for Chazy. Top of the order now, Austin Santor, center fielder. Russell checks the runner, delivers a curve, ball just misses. Strike. Strike 2. A 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. Drop third strike. Ball was in the dirt. And no advance at third. That's 1 down. Good job by the catcher From. He checked that runner at third base right away, kept him there, and fired first for the out. There's Nathan Reynolds, pitcher. Fouls it off, strike 1. That'd be a base hit. Earl did a nice job of stopping that one. That was going through for a base hit. Dove kept it in the infield. It's 4-1 now as Reba scores. And Ricky Osher is up with 1 out and man at first. Strike 1. He committed on a ball that was off the plate. Foul, strike 2. Russell had 0-2. No advance. Fly ball to Quiglietta. 2 down. And Caleb Snide, who knows a balk when he sees one, steps in for Chazy. Ball outside. Bottom half of the fifth, 4-1. Chazy leading the Beagles from Keene and Westport.
Hold it, eat it.
Run at third, 1-1 to count. Strike 2. Pitch from Russell. Out of play. Strike 3 called. We're going to go to the 6th inning. It's 4-1 Chazy after 5 full. We're getting late in the game, and the Eagles will send up the top of their order, so it's an important inning here in the 6th. Chazy leads Keene Westport 4-1. Up until this point, the game has been moving along at a good clip. We're only about an hour into the game here. It's about 5:34 at the moment. I'm assuming the game started pretty close to the scheduled start time, 4:30. Reynolds winds and delivers. Drop third strike. 1 down. McCarthy stepped out, made sure he had a good view of first base. Whitney was running right on the line. He can't run in a fair territory, but he's running right on that line, which is good. Smart for the batter. Try to do what you can, but you got to be in foul territory, so the fielder has access to fair territory. Here's Kevin Russell. The Beagle pitcher takes a strike. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The Beagles trailing the Eagles by 3, 4-1. That's yanked foul. Strike 3, drop third strike. Ball was on the, barely making it. Ball was on the foul side of the plate, and Russell sliding in head first here. His father among those going out to see what the problem is. Head first slide, not sure what he might have done. Russell trying to kick it off, whatever it was. Looked like he was favoring his knee, or there's something in the knee area. Obviously wants to stay in. They could put a pinch runner in and put him back in, but they're not look like they're not going to do that. Shortstop Sam Earl will step in with man at second and 1 out. Takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Lifts it to left center. Santor calling off Santor. Austin overruling Michael. Said, I got it. Center fielder has the right of way in the outfield. That's 2 down. And Dylan Boyle, the batter. Reynolds delivers low. It's 4-1 on the Latrimores Insurance scoreboard. That's high. That's a foul ball. Ooh, that was fouled off. Clipped Kowalski, I think. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strike 3, drop, another drop, 3rd strike. And throw to first will be just, no, safe. Tregan had to come off the bag. Made sure of the catch, that's what he has to do. That ball in the dirt, bounced all the way to the backstop. McCarthy. Fire into first. So gets us to the number 5 hitter in the order, James Bell. And he represents the potential tying run in his 4-1 ball game. 2 outs here in the 6th. Reynolds is going to worry about the guy at first and lose the guy at 3rd if he's not careful here. The most important one of the 3 is the batter, so he should be concentrating on the guy with the bat in his hands. It's in the dirt. McCarthy's going to hang on to it. 2 ducks on the pond for Bell.
Wait for the good one.
Let's go. Come on, baby.
And a 1-0 pitch. Strike.
Let's go, kid.
To the left side. In time. Good job. Good job there by the shortstop Snide to get the out. So it remains 4-1. We're heading for the bottom half of the 6th here on viewer-supported hometown cable.
All right. Go, boy. KW, let's go.
We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We got John Tregan at the plate. You're watching viewer-supported hometown cable. If you're watching this and your son happens to be running to first, I want you to know we could use your support. Viewer-supported local television, hometown cable, a nice play. They get Tregan, and we got 1 down. Now bring up Michael Santor. Outside. 4-1, Chazy. Russell doesn't seem to have any ill effects here with the injury picked up sliding. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1, 2. Just contact, Michael. This is bad on it. There you go.
Santor makes sure he gets contact. And grabbed by Alan Ware in center field. So Santor is out. And I get us to Mark O'Shear, the 3rd baseman. There's a good chance we're not going to see Andrew Dufresne and Jacob Kennedy today for Chazy. Time will tell whether we'll see Ethan Marquika and Con Rice. They are on the Beavers team. Actually, the Beagles team, the Beavers and Eagles, the Beagles. Keene and Westport, combined club. Strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Russell winds and delivers. Strike 3. All O'Shear could do was just look at that one cross the plate. 4-1. Chazy leads. We're heading for the top half of the 7th here on viewer-supported hometown cable.
Let's go now.
This is Jesse Stevens, and he's leading off for the Beagles here in the 7th. Their last hope. Chazy leads 4-1. Strike one. The Keene Westport team will send up their 6, 7, and 8 hitters.
Yeah, here we go, 1-8. Go, Chazy.
2-1 to count. Foul back. Count even at 2-2.
Let's go, Chazy. Let's go, 1-8. Let's go, Chazy.
Pitch from Reynolds. Protecting the plate, fouls it off. Stevens is the designated hitter. He's batting for the catcher from. To center field, and it's caught. Santor makes the grab. Nice hard hit ball, but right in the general direction of Austin Santor. So one down, and Luke Andrews, the second baseman, will be the batter for the Beagles.
We go, Luke.
Reynolds pitch. Ball. Low. Strike. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Top half of the 7th. Reynolds head to second. In time at first. So it goes from the second baseman O'Shear over to Tregan for the out. And the Beagles are down to their last out. And the batter will be Alan Ware, the center fielder, with David Quigliata on deck. Quigliata on deck. Reynolds looking for the complete game. Ooh! And he says, I want to pitch to Quigliata. Now, the guy at first is meaningless, Quigliata at the plate. So Reynolds should give his complete attention. Shouldn't be throwing the first at all. Give his complete attention to the batter. Strike, no, off the plate. Top of the order on deck. So this is obviously with 2 outs, everybody's a big at bat. This guy doesn't see me here. I'll move. Fouled, out of play.
Go, David! Come on, David. Come on now. Let's go. Come on here, kid. Come on here, kid. Base it here now, kid. Base it here now, kid. Let's go here, kid. Let's go here.
That's a foul ball, strike 2. So the Beagles could be down to their last pitch here.
Go ahead, David. Let's go here, kid. Go, David. Come on, David. A little bit. Let's go here, kid.
4-1 here in the top half of the 7th. Chazy leading. Pitch from Reynolds. Strike 3. No drop, third strike that time. That was not in the dirt. So a 4-1 victory for the home team. The Chazy Eagles defeat the visiting Keene Central Westport Central Beaver Eagle combination Beagles team. And that's the way it was on this Cinco de Mayo, 5th day of May 2010. Thanks for watching, and for those of you who understand, this is viewer-supported local television, hometown cable, and support our ongoing efforts. Viewer-supported local television, TV worthy of your support, hometown cable.